SWOT analysis. Thailand. Strength.
Thailand is a regional power and the largest economy on mainland Southeast Asia. The country is also highly fertile, ranking as the most arable nation in Southeast Asia. Consequently, Thailand is a cornucopia of tropical goods, being a major global supplier of rubber, cassavas, rice, and sugar. Thailand is also technologically advanced, acting as a regional oil refining center in Southeast Asia. All this, along with a large domestic market of over 70 million people that has averaged a real GDP growth rate of 4% during the last decade. This unique combination of demographics, technological advancement, and geography gives Thailand an enduring advantage as a regional player.
Weakness.
Thailand is politically insecure. The core of the nation lies on a fertile Chao Phraya River delta of central Thailand. But beyond Thailand's regional core, the demographic pressures of the densely populated Southeast Asian peninsula are quite evident, leaving the nation an ethnic quilt of the region. Along the border of Laos and Thailand are the Eastern Lao. They make up a third of the population. They are Laotians who were incorporated into Thailand after Siam defeated Laos in the 19th century Lao Rebellion. To the south are nearly 3 million Thai Malay Muslims occupying the southern provinces who were once part of the Malay Patani Kingdom before being absorbed into an expanding Buddhist Siam. This region has historically possessed deep separatist leanings. There are 10 million Thai Chinese, many of whom have found considerable success in Thailand over the centuries, making up the upper echelons of the economy, military, political leadership, and even the royal ranks, all the while under the northern umbrella of the Golden Triangle, one of the world's largest opium-producing regions, and all the security concerns that this illicit trade produces. Thailand has tried to temper this dynamic with a strategy of Thaification, integrating societal segments through the adoption of Thai names and establishing Thai as lingua franca, which over 90% of the population speaks. Nevertheless, Thailand remains politically sensitive, resulting in 20 constitutions and 13 successful coups since 1932. Politically, Thailand is Myanmar, with good press and nice beaches.
Opportunity.
Thailand is centrally located on the Southeast Asian peninsula, which it has been since 1,000 years ago when the Thais settled on the outskirts of the mighty Khmer Empire. During the Imperial Age, Thailand, then called Siam, was a natural buffer state between the British and Myanmar and Malaysia, while the French were to the east in French Indochina, modern-day Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. As a result, Thailand was the only country in Southeast Asia not to be colonized. Thailand is also a founding member of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, also referred to as ASEAN. ASEAN is a union of nations committed to the stability and economic development of Southeast Asia. There are two remarkable traits of ASEAN. One is the endurance of the organization, as ASEAN was started in the late 1960s at the height of the Cold War, with ongoing conflicts throughout the region. The second is how powerful ASEAN is collectively, having not included a global economic or political power. The population of ASEAN alone is over 600 million, with an estimated collective GDP of $3 trillion. Thailand's central location and ASEAN membership allows Thailand a prime opportunity to invest, partner, and build alliances one of the most dynamic regions of the world, Thailand optimized their position as a cheap alternative for manufacturing from more developed Asian economies, an industrial source for its more agrarian neighbors, while also being the rice bowl for the United States. As a regional player, Thailand is well positioned and a major benefactor of the current world order.
Threats.
Thailand is energy poor, which makes it extremely vulnerable to global markets. Most energy-rich countries are highly volatile. Think Russia, Venezuela, the Arabian Peninsula, or Sub-Saharan Africa. The volatility created by these producers are incorporated into prices. An energy-poor country will feel these effects throughout various facets of the market as these resources are required for electricity and fuel. During times of high energy prices, inflationary pressures are felt most in these countries as the cost of transportation is embedded in the price of goods. This will often result in street protests by citizens either seeking fuel price caps or greater subsidies. Both are short-term measures whose repercussions would be catastrophic for other areas of the economy. Thailand's future growth will be a function of fuel price and the nation's ability to continue to harness hydropower from the Mekong River, primarily through the Lao-based Xayaburi Dam, from which Thailand receives 95% of its output. All this amongst bordering a growing Vietnam and Cambodia on the ever-crowding Southeast Asian Peninsula.